It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
So, last we left off, in the wake of the strange cataclysmic event that seemed to occur in Marquet at the behest of Ludinus de Leth, Bell's Hells has been divided and suddenly scattered to the four winds of Exandria.
No hesitation.
With FCG, Chetney, Fern, and Imogen finding themselves in the Crystal Sands tundra, journeying towards Uthadern, where they gathered two new friends, Diana and Frida. Some with some history, with some of the group they encountered. And upon returning to the town and beginning to figure out that other strange enchantments and magics have been altered about this solstice and still continue to reveal the impact of this event, one of which happened to be some sort of incursion or attack at the depths of Uthadern itself, with the gathered soldiers, glass blades, and royal sentinels at the ready. They closed the massive gate to protect most of those that could escape, including the king and queen. And you all, rightfully, without a second thought, jumped in after your heroic Ormaton here.
Yeah, we gotta do it, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Trekked into the citadel itself and encountered the terrifying, massive bull-like beast that had been freed from its long-standing petrified prison. And after a brief absorbing of its terrifying attack brunt, and then namely you, Fern, you eschewed combat and instead attempted to contact this entity and ascertain what was agitating it. After managing to calm it down and convince it that you were not enemies, you walked it through the center of the Augur Trail in front of the populace of Uthadern and set it free once more into the open air of Exandria in search of the forest from where it once came many, many years ago. Most of you, at least. You stayed behind in the throne room and stole a bunch of shit, and then escaped through a tunnel, covered yourself in blood, and then gave yourself to the protectors of the realm within the city to help bind your wounds.
I need assistance.
So, the rest of you, after watching this entity slowly trek on into the dark expanse beyond on the horizon, you turn around and a number of the glass blades who are stationed on the outskirts of the entrance to the city, you notice are all kind of aghast at the sight they just saw, and upon meeting some of your gazes, kind of look away. Some kind of give like a little bit of a clap, others kind of give a nod and a respectful, salute. And as you kind of turn back into the city, you trek back into the sounds of cheers. Roused voices, as much of the populace that seemed to have followed behind you, as well as a number of the glass blades that were also kind of keeping the peace in the populace, but also trying to keep an eye on what the hell was going on here, greet you within the entryway with laughter and calls and whoops and cheers. And many individuals start rushing up to you, kids and, dwarven mothers kind of rushing up. Oh, who are you? Where are you coming from? Oh, goodness. What was that? Are you seeing this?
Oh, I gotta say, if you're looking for a sponsorship here, me and the rest of the general store will be like...
And then people just start swarming around you. There's voices all over here. What are you doing?
Yeah. Is this normal for your folk?
no.
Are we heroes?
Apparently. Oh.
In the midst of this conversation, one figure pushes past the rest of the crowd. You see a young elven boy in probably his 20s or so. His hair is slicked back, but it kind of poofs at the edge, kind of giving him this awkward high schooler look, even though he's a little bit older than that age. Dressed in very, very nice attire with like a tabard in the front that's kind of tucked into a nice belt and what looks to be some sort of adornments kind of coming off of the slight pauldrons that you can see kind of pushing out from underneath. Approaches and goes, excuse me, I've been sent here. I'm Saluden. I'm a royal page for the king and queen. I'm here to let you know that...
what was your name?
Saluden?
Saluden.
Sir
Luden.
Okay.
Sir Luden. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, keep going. You're doing great.
I'm meant to notify you that the king and queen are thankful for your timely aid in this strange occurrence amongst many. While they are attending to the aftermath and reclamation of the citadel, they would request your presence tomorrow in the noontime for a formal recognition. That's all of it.
Oh,
Thanks, and then darts
we
off.
say yes. You have to.
Do we need a piece of paper to get in?
Yeah.
No, they know
He
us.
just runs off.
They know us.
What time is it?
Well, when you stepped out, when you guys arrived the night before, it was pretty late in the day.
Okay.
And you hadn't fully rested. You got in about nighttime. So right now it's pretty close to midnight.
So we should probably go to bed.
I will scan the surrounding area and see if I can spot Mr. Pockapee.
That's a good segue. So, after you are being tended to by this kind of middle-aged, like young, we're talking like, I want to say the Thing era Wilford Brimley.
Hold tight, I gotta go ahead and wrap up your wounds.
Oh, you got the strongest hands. What a musk. My goodness. Do you think I'll make it?
Hey, looking at this, a lot of these wounds aren't... A lot of this blood isn't even yours, it looks like.
Oh, what could that mean?
I think you can make it.
I think I can make it too. I'll start working my way back up to the
All right.
Actually, not. I'll head that way to the entrance just to see if I can find any trace of my friends before I try to find a place to settle in for the night, because this is a big fucking city.
You see a hooded Chetney Pockapee just kind of running in circles, practically, looking around, a bit aimless and tired, exhausted looking.
I run up on posts every once in a while, and I'm like,
Guys, I think Mr. Pockapee.
Chet,
oh, Imogen,
are you all right?
I am.
Where did you go?
I gave my body for the cause.
This way,
Mind
get
your
over here.
business.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the King and Queen's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We were gonna go to Deanna's house.
Oh,
Yeah, if you want to stay.
yes, I would very much like to. I've been getting lots of offers for, like, dinner or drinks, but I would be happy to join you.
Thank you for deigning to stay
You're welcome.
with us.
You know.
You sure you don't wanna?
It's definitely a smaller sized home, single floor, scaled to gnomes and dwarves. So the ceiling's probably only about 7 feet tall. So I think everyone in here can fit without bending, but you definitely feel that struggle of scale of everything just being tiny and cozy. It's incredibly cluttered, but warm. The only place that's kept sort of immaculate is like the kitchen towards the back. There's 2 bedrooms. Frida has their own bedroom.
You probably light a few lanterns to kind of
Yeah.
light the space inside, but it's warm, it's welcoming.
I would have tidied up, but we had a giant bull
Your
that
house
tried to
is
kill us.
Wonderful.
No,
It's so
so
good.
sorry.
Beautiful.
All the blankets, did you knit all these?
All of them. There's plenty. Ooh, how am I gonna fit all of you?
I have a bed I never use. Whoever wants
don't
to
use
take
the bed?
Well, no, I stand and power off.
I'll take it. we've had such a couple of rough nights. Like, I really need somewhere soft to sleep.
It's all yours, friend.
Thank you so much.
I might cuddle up with you.
Yeah, Deanna and I'll post up, and then,
Wait, did you just say that you guys all share a bed?
What?
Oh, you guys are gonna.
Is that awkward at all?
No, I just
Given your prior relationship?
I just figured same size,
I am gonna, and I think Deanna just walks out for a minute. Just hyperventilates
front
outside.
door?
Yeah, just out the front door. She sits on her.
You made her uncomfortable.
I did?
Yeah.
About a minute passes before Imogen slowly emerges to join you outside of the house.
I've seen anxiety before, and so I thought maybe.
Yeah, it's weird, you know.
Yeah.
It,
We can make Chet sleep outside.
no, No, it's fine.
seriously.
He can't. If I could stay in the room with y'all, unless there's a thing happening.
Oh, not at all. Of course. Should we stay in your room, maybe, and then?
Yeah, we'll stay in my room, and then they could stay in Frieda's room.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I don't really recognize him anymore, if that makes sense. He's completely different.
Like personality-wise, or just in this?
Kind of watching y'all work has been wild. You seem like you do this kind of stuff all the time.
Really only in the last few months. You adapt, I guess.
Well, how are you adapting?
Still working on it.
Okay.
What was Chet like before?
Very talented and sort of a force of personality. I think he always loved what he did. And it's hard to not want to be the object of someone with that much focus's attention, you know?
Yeah, I do.
That was so long ago.
I know you hold a special place for him.
Really?
Whether he'll admit it or not. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's very nice. Thanks. Never really felt special before.
You're so special.
Let's
get some rest.
Yeah. Thank you for checking on me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Can I hug you? Is that weird?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Thanks.
But I was actually going to talk to Frieda tonight about. I'm quite surprised that you're able to dream. You said that you were able to dream.
Yes, I have the same dream that's expanded a bit every time I power off.
I've never been able to do that, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind interlocking hands together with me, and maybe I could. If it's not too personal, I would love to take a sort of a glimpse of what that looks like. I have an ability where I can sort of see your dream, but I don't want to. It's really an imposition. I just thought that if I see sort of how you do it, maybe I could learn to do it. You know, dream.
Okay, so what you did with Imogen, you want to go into my dream?
Only if it's okay
Only
with
you, or are we taking a group?
I mean, just us. If that's
What is if you don't mind me asking, Deanna, do we have, what's the sleeping arrangement? So I can...
We figured it out.
Yeah.
You two are going to be in your room. We're going to be in my room. You're going to sleep on the couch.
The couch is money.
Mm-hmm.
Room for
so the two Aormatons will be in Frieda's room, not using the bed though. No. That'll just be empty, but you'll be on the couch.
Couch, holding it down in case anybody gets. Very cool.
Excellent.
I don't really.
Well, fresh cooked grass. I'll take you to my room when you're ready. For Dream World.
I
don't know.
So you can't dream yourself, but you can enter other people's
can't,
dreams?
and I'm so curious. Do Aormatons, dream of electric sheep, or like what do we? What?
I could tell you what I dream of, but I think it's better if you experience it. So,
all right. Yeah.
All right. So, A team, I guess, goes and heads up to Deanna's chambers for evening's rest, while the remainder head into Frieda's chambers.
And so,
Well, not the remainder.
That's right. And
Me on the couch.
there you go. There you go. My apologies.
I'm grateful already, but I've never met another like me. But also, you're so interesting and so confident, and you've got legs in battle. You didn't seem afraid, and I'm just so interested. I'm intrigued. That's all.
I
really like you.
I really like you. I think that appearances can be very deceiving, and as I say that, I'll open my door and hesitate for a moment, and what you would see is papers and charcoal strewn out on the bed that is pristine because I never use it, but there are sketches on the bed, on a little desk, sketches on the desk. And there's one that is in the middle of being worked on the desk, and you can see that it's a picture, a drawing of Deanna and I.
Oh.
And I'll go up to it and grab it. She doesn't know that I'm making this for her. It's just a gift. I just wanted. I don't think she knows just how lovely she is, and it's important for me before whatever happens, that she understands.
Oh,
that.
Are you enamored by her?
No, well, I am in love with who she is, yes, but I don't think it's romantic, no.
Oh.
And you'll also see that some of these sketches are, and I'll point them out, these are sort of what I see in my dream. And fresh cut grass, it's Exandria. From a distance, it's a globe.
I don't understand.
It'll all become clear, but that's just one of the things that I see, and then I'll point out another one, and it's.
Well, these are fantastical and bizarre. Is that really how you see the world?
I see the world as it is. What do you mean bizarre?
As a circle.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
And I'll go downstairs and I'll find Mr. Pocketby. Mr. Pocketby.
Yeah, yes.
He believes the Earth is flat.
It's a whole fucking thing. I don't know where it came from, but sometimes you just gotta let these people come to their own conclusions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Okay.
And I'll go back. Sorry, fresh cut grass. Well, I've never. How does this work?
I guess I'll connect to you, and as you enter, your rest period, I'll cast my spell, and I should be able to sort of see what you're seeing.
Okay.
Will you take my hand?
I trust you. Yes. Yes.
All right.
And I'll grab your hand and I'll power off, and you see the eyes sort of glow a dim white and power down.
All right. I will cast my dream spell.
You complete the ritual and feel whatever you've come to understand to be your essence, whatever it may be, and feel the darkness of sleep, that liminal space between consciousness and subconscious that you've come to experience through your friends here is familiar. And as that kind of darkness sets in, there's a warmth that begins to take over. And as that warmth becomes a light, you just see clouds drifting past. What you see before you is a glowing shape, a warm light being that is just drifting through the clouds. You don't see any detail, just kind of like an incandescent figure that you are being pulled behind. This is Frida within their dream. And Frida, you are very familiar with this sense of freedom in flight.
I mean, it feels freeing in a way to have this acknowledged. And if you can see me, I'll smile at fresh cut grass. This is amazing.
As the being kind of looks back and continues to push forward, the clouds begin to break. And for a moment, you can see the sky, not blue in this vision, but golden and white. You can just make out the faint image of Katha in the sky. No red moon in sight. And down below, indeed, you can see the whole glassy, orb-like beauty of Exandria. This is a safer Exandria for the time being. And it's spherical.
Sure. Sure.
Within the dream.
Yeah, I'll wait for fresh cut grass to pull up a little closer. And I'll say, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing. And you can see this in your sleep.
What you see from your perspective as you look is still the entirety of Frida standing there, Aormaton and all. But there's that kind of liminal cloud gather, and there's this apparition of a child.
Where they
just
are?
Sitting right in front of and almost overlapping with them.
So not the same being, but with them?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I don't know what it means.
Is it part of you? Is it yours? Is it you?
It feels like a name I should know, or a smell that triggers a memory that I can't quite place. But the dream usually ends shortly after this.
Can I?
Let's say, as he's talking,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that kind of apparition of the child, like partially embedded, almost like it's protected partway within the shell of the energy of Frida. You can't make out any details. You can see towards the legs and the feet there is that skin coloration, that youthful vibrance, but then it just kind of becomes ephemeral, up to the point you just kind of the outline shape of the child's form.
In this state, I see you, but you're a little bit more glowy.
Okay.
And a child, and a child. Is that what you see?
No, I see human feet when I look down, but a child. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Oh. Are you all right?
I don't know. I think I would like to wake up.
All right.
Now. If that's okay.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. This is your.
I need to
draw it.
Yes.
I'll try to remember it too. I'll just I'll sort of wrap myself around Frida and try to sort of wake us up with a squeeze.
Okay. You go ahead and kind of wrap your arms around the torso of Frida, and metallic as the exterior shines, it's like holding a warmed blanket. Both of your kind of spiritual selves colliding. And as you kind of concentrate through the grasp, you can look down and see kind of that outer outline of the child as it kind of looks up at you for a moment, and you see the eyes kind of glow ever so faintly before you both get pulled out into coming back into a point of consciousness within the somewhat dark interior of your room.
Are we still holding each other?
I'll say as part of casting the spell, you reach over and grab, and as part of your waking up, you're not sure what transpired, but you were both holding each other as you come to consciousness.
Sorry. Are you all right? Whoa.
That is very personal.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, I don't know how to explain this other than to say it feels like you were supposed to be there.
Oh.
Can you tell me what the child looked like?
Sure. I'll describe in as vivid detail as I can remember what I experienced.
I think before I was meant to protect this boy. I think maybe it has to do with my responsibility as an Aeomaton, as a ranging Aeomaton.
You feel this like faint itch, almost like in the back of your head, like within you, just this little itch that's just settling there.
The memory of him is in there somewhere, but also I've seen you play back recordings of things that you've heard. I wonder if somewhere deeper inside of you there's a recording of that boy.
I have spoken to Deanna many times about living in the past. She had to watch her entire family grow without her. I don't know how helpful that would be.
Well, you won't know until you try.
Why do you help always? We should have fought that beast, and we didn't. because of you. Every one of us had battle on our mind, I think. I saw it in everyone's eyes, except you. You saw an opportunity to turn an enemy into a friend.
Well, I mean, enemy and friend, both feature the letter E. But if you want me to help or to try to delve deeper, or, I probably understand your circuitry better than most folks, so if you need...
I think I'll explain to Jacoby what we experienced here together.
Until then, should we get Chetney back in here?
If you don't mind, I would like to just stay with you.
Yeah, I'd like that.
All right. So.
Pillow fight!
As you go to power off the evening, Frida, that little itch, that new itch just kind of sits remaining somewhere in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
All right. Many of you are very tired, but all of you eventually rouse in what you assume to be the morning, though there is no sunlight. And you're beneath and within the city of Uthadern, and snuck within the kitchen before you all manage to rise and shine. You see Deanna over there in the process of prepping a breakfast.
She's in a full sweat. Out of nowhere, there's that hair glow light of the dawn, as this is her sort of worship, is her care for people. And there's pancakes and sausage and eggs and coffee and juice.
It is a delicious smorgasbord and a welcome meal given the rations that have sustained you for the majority of your recent journeys. But the day is yours.
How much time do we have until we have to be at the Citadel?
They said noon?
We've got the whole morning if you want to go to Jacoby's or Catlin's because your coat's still ripped.
Also, stop by Oltgar's chest.
No,
Oh,
that's
yes.
not. That's not.
We do, though. It's part of who you are. Don't you want to at least just check up on him?
Have we heard of Oltgar's chest, DM?
You have.
Yeah.
You have not.
Okay.
Because it is not called that anymore.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
motherfuck. What? I'm okay.
Oltgar first?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I have to admit, I don't quite know. I've been here for about 2 years, and I don't know what Oltgar's is.
So Oltgar was a brilliant master craftsman, a producer of incredible fine wooden toys. I worked with him for years. It was his toy shop. I was his second. There was a son of a bitch elf named Drixlitch that came in and fucked everything up. Son of a bitch. It was all about metal toys.
Oh.
Was totally forsaking the craft, the time-honored tradition, what we had spent so many years on. And overnight, after drinks, he fucking sabotaged the whole thing, and he had sold away part of the toy store and my future with it.
Wait, what happened to Oltgar?
I stabbed him in the hand.
You stabbed him in the knee, or you stabbed him
in the hand?
Who was the
One
knee
second.
guy?
Are you
Should
going
we
to
take
stab
your
someone
weapons?
if we go in?
No, because we're on some higher shit.
Yeah.
We're working on some world level stuff. My petty issues are not important right now. But if I see Drixlitch in the streets, you've got about 1 second
It's on site.
to stop. On site.
Leaving the warm, welcoming, a lovely breakfast-scented abode of Deanna, you return to
stuff
the
all
office.
the leftovers in our
Leftovers
pockets just
are
so we
going
have
in.
it.
Oh yeah,
for
you
the
got
day.
you got pouches at the ready for travel. Yeah.
Yeah.
You recall seeing in your brief passing by the day before, and you knowing its presence there, what is now known as the D&O Toy Emporium.
Oh,
It's got franchises too.
Oh,
Does it look different than when you were here?
What you see as you glance over is a impressive base floor made of well-cut and cemented mason stone. a second story above that, built of the same material, but the roofscapes themselves, these long plates of metal and iron that curve up at the end, almost giving this sort of presentory, majestic, magical look to it. Everything is curved into almost like eyelashes that come off the edge of the roof. It has almost a half carnival invitational vibe to it. The windows are currently shuttered. The front door is closed, and where the large sign is present, you can see there's a handful of figures that are just kind of settled and gathered on the exterior of the premises.
Genuinely, I can't go in if you want to go.
But there's people here.
You hear on the door, and one of the people goes up and puts a key in it, unlocks it, and lifts it open, and the door immediately slams open, pushing that individual back onto their ass as a burly-looking, like 6.5 foot tall orc in full armor, showing like singe marks across like the fur trim of their armor and part of the face like darkened in black soot, and you see smoke emerging from their singed hair as they emerge and close the door behind, holding what looks to be a large axe in one hand. They kind of emerge and go like, put it out, put it out, put it out. He stands up and goes, fuck this, I quit, I didn't know it was gonna be this kind of a deal.
What happened?
I don't know. We didn't have any like flame work inside. That's unexpected.
But that's another disgruntled employee.
The two other employees are like talking amongst themselves, a bit nervous, and you can see the burly dwarf figure now turns around. You can see like the long, kind of well-groomed white beard that settles down to the middle of his stomach. On the apron, like a nice button-up, almost like a silk dress shirt. Rosy cheeks and a little nose.
Yeah, like a cherry.
Like a cherry, yeah, just like a little round nose.
Well, that's certainly gonna be a big problem.
Wow.
I don't know what we're gonna do about this.
Is he just covered in coal and...
No, he just looks sweaty and frustrated.
I recognize him.
Yes.
I'm invisible.
You vanish, and indeed you see Oltgar Dregadon.
Go ask him if he needs help. That's what you should do. Ask
Fern,
him.
you're nice.
Hello.
Oh. Hi there, little miss.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, we're not open for business today. We're having a bit of a pickle.
I can't.
Well, they, Whistle Cages lost all their magic, setting free the Paimon firebugs all throughout the inside of the shop as of the past day or so, and they've begun multiplying and taken over the store. And, well, Drix is a little worried. At this point, you hear another voice from around the corner say, Drix is worried about what? You see, stepping around, a tall, elven gentleman, looking young to middle age, blonde curled hair and a long pointed nose that comes out in an almost Ichabod Crane type presentation, dressed in ostentatious clothing like a snide Willy Wonka. My apologies. My name is Drixlitch Ovana, owner and purveyor of D&O's Toy Emporium, alongside the esteemed Oltgar right here.
Yes, bitch.
So you're the one that makes who makes the toys?
I'm the majority owner of the business here. The toys are made by Oltgar. They are outsourced to many extremely talented creators, crafters, builders by my design.
Well, I actually was just looking for fine, very fine, masterly crafted wooden toys.
Should you be able to help us in our predicament or know somebody who can help us, we'll pay you a finder's fee. And when all is said and done, I'd love to show you our back stock of such fine wooden crafts. We've got firebugs that are dangerous, and also I have a pet.
A pet?
I have a pet. This could become dangerous should it be continuing too long.
What?
What kind of pet?
Oltgar goes,
Drixlitch here happens to be an appreciator of rare creatures.
Oh?
And he took up as our recent mascot, and kind of like takes a rock and chucks it up, and you can see the sign where it says D&O Toy Emporium, and beneath it you see this adorable looking like worm with a cartoon face that's like smiling. It looks like a glowworm. Indeed, Craskalids are an incredible creature in their larval stage. In the larval stage they remain in most temperatures. Unfortunately, where they reside, usually in much higher temperatures, they naturally go into their pupal stage and then their final adult stage, which is far more dangerous. And I would like to offer 2 individuals that you might bring upon as mercenaries to this endeavor a fine payment of 500 gold pieces for a job well done.
Amazing.
And
Thank you
a
so
possible
much.
sponsorship from D&O Toy Emporium.
Sponsorship.
I would
thing.
request not to have all of the firebugs slain, if contained possible, as they are a valuable asset to our business to be recontained.
Is your bedroom locked? Do we need a key to get into
Oh,
anything?
yes, actually. He pulls out a small keyring. This one, and hands you this small silver key, and it has D and O put into it.
As we prepare to follow him, I am going to try and, because I can't see Mr. Pockaby, but I feel like I can feel his hatred in the air. And I like Mr. Pockaby. So I am going to try and do 2 things at once, DM. I'm going to kick the cane out from under him in a way that would appear as if it was an accident. And then I'll try and hold him up. And while I do that, I would like to steal the key rings.
So, and he turns towards the door, at which point you kind of approach and see the proper opportunity.
Are you okay?
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's an old war wound.
Oh, right, war.
Which war?
You're so brave.
Old one. I appreciate that.
Oh, let me just help you up here.
Oltgar, do keep watch. I'm going to go finish my oatmeal. Puts his hat back on, picks up his cane, and walks off. You like clutching the ring of keys, palms into your pocket.
As he starts walking, can I time a group of people coming along the street? And I'm going to try and walk along next to him, and I'm just going to run the chisel along the lower back of his calf and cast Brand of Castigation on his leg. And then land into the feet of the people walking.
So nice.
Oh God! What is it? What is it? God! And like hits like this like 12-year-old kid who's like playing with one of those cup ball things. He goes, "Watch where you swing that, reputable brat!" Oh,
God, he's so pleasant.
The
All right, we should
owner
go
of
in.
this
We should
place is really something else.
he's a
Detect thoughts.
Too fast.
Cuss it.
Too fast.
He's a unique individual who has a good mind for business and has been spearheading the steady expansion of our trade after many years of not finding quite the approval and audience and community that we have been hoping for.
Oh, you're so
The
sweet.
surface thoughts are, this fucking son of a bitch has crushed the spirit from me and every maker beneath me. I can't wait to go home and drink my sorrows for my poor choices.
Buddy.
Don't get in too much trouble. If it gets bad, you go ahead and rush out here and let me know. I'll open the door, all right?
Oh my God, the sweetest
Thank you.
man.
Thank you, Oltgar.
Yeah, my
No,
goodness gracious.
thank you. As you all enter the D&O Toy Emporium, closing the door behind you, the shadowed specter of what is likely a lively, child wonder-filled interior now sits somewhat soot-filled, empty, and tense.
I did a thing.
Oh.
I felt sort of guilty, but Miss Calloway helped me, and I'll throw you the keys.
I mean, that was really beautiful sleight of hand work. I will say that.
Well, the more he spoke, the angrier I got.
Oltgar forgot who he was.
Olfar.
Olfar.
Olfar and Dicklick.
Olfar, son of a bitch.
Oh no, it's perfect.
He seemed kind and worried about his business. You painted him as some sort of monster.
Oh, I don't hear any of that. You don't change and just forget everything that you've been working for the past 250, 300 years.
Well, Mr. Pocketpeak, Catelyn, the woman who makes my clothes, she told me that the jacket I was wearing used to be in fashion 100, 150 years ago, and now it's back in fashion. And so I imagine this might be an opportunity for reconciliation between you and Old Fart. If we can help him and find a way to dispatch of Dicklick.
This faint buzzing sound, this low, and immediately you watch as these glowing beetles just swarm into the space where you are and kind of swirl in the air for a second before beautifully just kind of drifting there, slowing down, just kind of like glittering.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're nice. Can I try to use speak with small beasts?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Buzz. Hi. Hey guys. Okay, a little vibe. This is actually kind of nice.
You can feel this like radiating warmth from them to the point where in their resting state, it's not uncomfortably hot, but you definitely can sense that who knows what happens in a state of agitation.
Yeah, hey guys. Rest of you, maybe want to scoot on into the box. Thank you so much. This is so lovely.
Okay, I think I can make a bubble of air. And maybe put him in there?
Okay, then I am going to try to use telekinesis and force all of them together in a...
Okay. Suddenly they all are scraped off, and once from inside the box are all pushed into one like contained sphere.
Now's the time.
And they're getting brighter. They're now agitated, but they're stuck there. As you push them into this bubble that Fern has created, they are entrapped within, and they kind of rest for a second. The buzzing
Got him.
muffled.
I got him!
That was easy.
That is great, Fern.
Oh, God.
I need you guys to roll initiative.
Whoa!
This is beautiful.
So bringing back memories, chat.
Let's burn it all.
Okay, if anybody would like a particular or different placement as to where they are,
I would like to be on a different map.
sorry,
Safe.
that's not gonna happen. The swarm is right there next to you, Fern. They swarm around and contain you,
Boy, I thought that was gonna work.
but they're gonna go ahead and swarm around you and do a swarm of bites against you.
I'll just move out of the room.
As you back into the chamber, you can see there's like scattered toys. Parts of the table have been burned and eaten away. And you do hear behind you
Oh boy.
Another one.
No.
as a
Wow.
glow appears from around this side of the corner.
Can I try to, like, bring them together again and, like, force them up?
The swarm around Fern gets contained into the sphere and lifted up into the air.
And I'm gonna hold them as tight of a ball as I can.
You got it. And there's now just this bright sphere of light as they're now burning angrily.
So I noticed fresh cut grass go into that other room, and I'll use the rest of, or all of my movement to get into the room with fresh cut grass.
I unleash the crazy scythe and I utter the word done. And it transforms. And I'll look down the through the two doorways and I will cast a shatter at the second swarm that's 2 rooms away.
You all hear this heavy impact of thunderous noise and force just blast on the far chamber. Bits and pieces of chunks of wood and metal and all sorts of now completely destroyed trinkets that once lined some of the back chamber go flying in a spray up towards the front, scattered
Oh no, the
among.
star!
I'd like to try to use snare,
Okay.
but I don't know if I can make it look like a really large, like, butterfly net.
So you create it on the ground of the floor. She'd have to bring it down for you, but you can create that on the ground below it if you'd like to. Kind of setting the trap ray, kind of a vibe.
All right, Imogen, would you be able to move them into this net, or should I try to get the net up there?
I think I can, yeah.
All right.
You watch as the magic creates this gossamer, semi-ethereal net that hangs below. And as soon as you like set it on the ground, the vines deconnect from your hand and it kind of like clatters gently to the floor beneath it.
The rose such a clatter.
Eyes on the prize. We're trying to keep some of them alive. Everyone needs to calm down. In my mom voice, I'm going to cast blindness on both swarms.
Ooh. Both of them are like, you can hear like the buzz getting louder as they're now adapting to the loss of sight, one of their main senses, and acquiring the information around them. They look agitated, but definitely directionless.
This may not have helped.
The ones that are still contained by your telekinesis cannot do anything. They are still restrained. The ones over here that are partially diminished are going to angrily swarm into the one nearest to them. This direction. And they swarm you, Frida. They swarm around you loosely, but you're not immediately in the sight of their anger. A third swarm comes down from the stairs from the upper floor and immediately rushes over towards you. FCG is the closest one to it. As the swarm scuttles around you, biting in, as much as they can.
I'm gonna rotate around them a little bit and then cast compulsion on this group now. And I want them to move like just away from me through that door. I'm trying to get them over to that snare.
Imogen, you're up with Frida on deck.
Yeah.
You slam it down into this net as you're concentrating on it. As it does, the magic of the snare that you've set wraps around it and is currently held for an 8-hour period of time within the snare that you've created.
Nice. I'm gonna try to move the swarm 5 feet away from FCG so it can't attack him.
So it is now up onto the table and kind of circling that space over there.
I will, if I can with my movement, I will put myself between FCG and the swarm that's on top of that table. Fresh cut grass, are we sure we don't want to kill these things?
Go ahead, be my guest.
Okay, my eyes will flare up and I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt splashes into it. The energy causes it to brighten extremely, but once the flash subsides, the swarm is dust scattered across the table before it's gone.
Are you okay, Fresh cut grass?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for worrying.
Well, thank you for the extra hit.
Well, no, thank you for being such a Johnny on the spot.
Well, thank you for being so comfy.
Can I use my action to go up the stairs?
Yes, you may.
Upstairs.
Yes, you can.
Make sure there aren't more of these fucking swarms upstairs.
There is another pair of swarms
Oh, a pair.
up there.
Jesus.
Up in the air, and as soon as you enter, they both notice your presence. Kind of pouring out of these small nests that are like starting to be built in the corners of the room.
With my bonus action, I'm going to turn into a werewolf.
You tear out of your small gnomish form into your wolven.
It's actually quite polite. I zipper my sternum, pull my tit lapels open, and I shake off my chitney suit, and then I pop it over my own wolf there with the
Are you saying you cocoon this?
I do.
I will bonus action spiritual weapon if you will allow it. Not to cause any damage, but the spiritual weapon will look like a flash-water and will just try to push down.
Woof, woof, whips around and then does like a huge sweeping, like gather them all up into it, like it kind of swirls through it, and then whack, like slaps it down. Immediately, your set up snare of kind of the weird gossamer net goes and wraps around them, and then hangs from the ceiling. It's like a reverse mosquito net that's now hanging, and they're all 14 of them at this point.
I'm gonna start walking towards the stairs, but as I do it, I'm gonna walk through the room and say, "Hey, Deanna, you want to move a little faster?"
I would love to.
And I'm gonna telekinetically pick her up.
Oh, thanks.
And bring her 30 more feet towards the stairs.
Indeed.
Bonus action dash up the stairs.
30 feet, right?
Can I grab my friend Deanna?
Yeah.
And make my way with the rest of the movement into the upstairs.
So yeah, you get up right at the top of the steps and realize there's not much more you could go because there's FCG to your immediate left.
Oh, hi.
And there's a massive double swarm encased werewolf that is just glowing and flaming up the top of this staircase. You're like, oh shit, there's not really anywhere to get around.
Is that Chetty?
Guiding bolt.
One section of the swarm is now like brightly glowing from the guiding bolt, and the next person to strike at it has advantage.
I'll take 2 swipes with my claws at the one that Frida just tagged.
So as you're like slashing through, it's cutting through and killing them, but it's like attacking a waterfall.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna take 2. No, I'll stay.
Nah, run, dude.
Do it.
Yeah. Hurt me. I'm gonna run back here because I see a chest over there, but I see like a partially open door, and that could be the source of these things. There could be more.
You go to the door and you can see it looks like it's been partially pushed open, but there is a barricade on it or some sort of a lock on it. You're not sure. You don't see a barricade, but it looks like it's like locked.
My spiritual weapon's all the way downstairs. It'll never get here in time. Can it go through the floor?
You want to use a bonus action to try?
I will try to have it swat up through the
If I get
floor.
fly swatted in the butthole, you just no scope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
kind of
50.
guess. I'm guessing where on the floor it is. I don't really
it's
know.
15 feet. It goes woof, straight up through the ceiling and appears right here.
Oh!
5 more feet of movement, and you can move it in.
Nice. Yes.
The swatter like smashes about half of the existing swarm left. There's maybe about 11 of these firebugs left. They're like,
I'm gonna telekinetically pick up the big long bench,
Oh yeah.
bring it up to the ceiling, and slam it down on the bugs.
Yar.
so the bench entirely smashes the remainder of one of the swarms into the ground. It is gone and ruined the other one. It's kind of like swarms around it, holds itself together.
Okay, so I sort of have the coat bundled up around me and Deanna, and I will let the coat billow behind me as I raise the arm gun.
Cool.
Bloodhouse. And I will take 2 shots.
Okay, so it fires through. Once again, has half as much damage as you would like, but it's still
They're
hurting
just
them.
so small, and I will bonus action reload and take my second.
You got
The
it.
empathy.
Yeah.
They're so soft.
How do you want to do
There we go.
Yeah, so I will let the cloak fall down, and I will shoot the first one, and it goes a little wide, and I will reload, and as I'm reloading, I will focus, and the eyes will glow a little brighter, maybe a hint of red in there, and I'll focus on the eye of the swarm there, and I'll release the blunderbuss shot.
Oh, great. All of us.
And if it happens in like slow motion, it would hit 1 and explode.
With that one flash of powder, you watch as the remainder of the swarm, as it was gathering to kind of be one continued assault against you, just scatters. There's shredded wings and bits of chitinous form just kind of thrown against the surrounding wall and floor, aflame and living no more.
Can I take the scythe and I'll take 2 swipes at the door to try and open it up?
We can. Oh, we
Yeah.
have keys, chat.
Yeah, you go ahead and, as opposed to striking the main door, you can see the slight gap of whatever is holding it in the middle. The second swipe upward, the doors burst open as you pull back with the scythe kind of yanking from the opposite side, and the doors fly open to a disheveled bedroom. And in the middle, kind of center of the room, attached to part of the bed, it looks like all of this congealed matter, like an odd nest of thatch and organic shine.
I'm gonna cast Dawn inside that room and just light it up.
As you kind of watch the light begin to fill this darkened space, as you call the Wrath of the Dawn Father upon this chamber, the light fills the room, and now you see the massive insect-like creature that is affixed to the ceiling above you.
Up. We didn't look up.
Its numerous spider-like insectoid jagged legs kind of clinging to the top of the ceiling, the small kind of grabby claws that extend from the center of its torso, and the numerous orange-like eyes that appear across its surface as it begins to detach its legs from its resting place in the ceiling before the room ignites with bright light, and you hear from above before it hits the ground. Out towards you. I need you all to roll initiative.
All right, I'm gonna shoot out a scorching ray.
All 3 blasts impact the creature.
Oh shit. Oh, that's
It's a
huge.
big boy.
Oh, that's huge. And I'm gonna lightning bolt it.
16 points of lightning damage as it arcs through it, kind of like darts to the side just as you throw it. It still strikes it, but it clings onto the wall before it begins to
Oh
crawl
god.
its way forward. since on the wall from the lightning bolt.
Oh
up
my
through the doorway
lord.
before landing here in the middle of this space.
Taking up the whole room.
Boy.
It is definitely not designed for this sort of tight quarters. You put your shield up just in time, and you feel it's like weird arachnid type teeth like scraping against the metal to no avail.
Deanna's just a tiny little Dawn Father at this point. Like, again, just sun for a face.
Oh my god, yeah, so like the light begins to glow from beneath your your knitted shawl that you have on.
She's turning
Meemaw's mad!
She's turning into one of those moths.
Yes! I love it.
I will run not into the room that looks like it's a holy inferno, but back around the corner.
You strike up with it. A massive blow with turmoil. It seems both like terrified and at the same time extremely angry and hungry. You both strikes leave like a scattering of like deep green, angry blood on the ground.
What I would like to do is to polymorph it back into a baby. To what it was.
Okay.
And here's the deal. It's gonna change back in an hour when Drix comes back in here to go to bed, so he's gonna have to deal with it.
The entity is reduced to this tiny little larval worm about 1.5 feet long that has this like natural smile and these like tiny little sleepy looking eyes, and it is fucking cute.
I get it. I get
All
it.
right. This is gonna be like this for an hour, so we gotta go, and then Drix can come back and deal with it. I'm gonna put it back in.
It's gonna kill Drix. I mean, it's gonna kill him.
That's okay if it wasn't that. It'd been me.
Can we start searching like
10
his desk and
points
stuff for
of
like
healing.
papers to show that he's like stealing from old fart?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'll
I'm
help
just
you.
trying to keep baby happy.
All right, okay, so with the rest of this crew kind of looking through here, you find a number of ledgers and receipts that essentially tie D&O Toy Emporium to, one, a number of children within Shady Creek Run that are building and making a lot of these toys.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put the baby back in his nest.
Okay.
Their nest, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it back in and...
There's also documentation of you can with your fucking natural 20. You can see that there are some documents that have been forged in Oltgar's name that are situated. They were hidden away and haven't been processed yet. You gather, but they're eventually going to be bequeathing the name of the company over to him in the case of his untimely demise.
Oh
My God,
that's fun.
this guy.
Well, we could certainly leave the worm in his bed, but I think we've collected enough information to, give him the strong arm.
I mean, this little baby's about to go off, It's like a bomb that's about to go off.
But he might
Here's the thing.
survive.
Unfortunately, if we leave the little baby, it could harm not just Drixlitch. It could also hurt Oltgar. It could hurt it could get out of the building and hurt the people of the city. So maybe one of us should take it up to the entrance and let it out into the wild. Let it do its thing.
I can
Go out, young.
No. Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Before you leave, I'm going to cast a mass cure wounds for this guy.
Oh my God, thank you.
I'm gonna go downstairs, look for anything else. I'm gonna find Oltgar. We're gonna have a conversation. How do you feel about helping me with that?
Are you gonna kill him?
TBD.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and try to
This
drop
better
off.
be a whole Homeward Bound scene upstairs. When we
Are
get to the
you
entrance.
dropping them off where?
Gates of the city?
We're far enough out of the gate.
Outside? Okay. While the rest of you are here, you kind of go into a light jog because it will take you about 15 minutes at a brisk pace to get to the entrance. So you're kind of like holding this and rushing through the city, and some people just kind of,
I gotcha.
who's that? Which strange woman? Is she holding a baby? She's holding a baby. She steals someone's baby? I don't know. You walk past the outer gate, and there's just a cliff and like the forest below and like the Alps around you. What do you do?
Okay. It's just a straight cliff.
15 feet is the first cliff, and then it's all descent. So as you let it slide,
I need you to go full NFL Combine. Fucking yeet this baby.
15 feet and
15. It's a 15-foot cliff, and then it's a slide like down into the heavy forest.
I can jump. I can do a mirthful leap. down to that part.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna go down to that part, and then I'm gonna like plinko drop it in to this part.
Okay. Do you stay and watch?
Well, I'm gonna jump back up
Okay.
to the top of the clip.
You leap back up,
Cliff.
and around that time, the snowbank explodes, and the creature is now returned to its size. Immediately, eyes towards you and turns.
I'm gonna double it.
Great. You're gonna double it? It's gonna do the same. You're running, and it's like
God.
slowly gaining on you. It's like over the top of the cliff. You're just running from this massive. You run towards the gates. They start moving closer. It's gaining fast. At which point, it like pulls back, and the glass blades have these large ballista, and many of them that are pointed up with heavy crossbows. As you're shouting this, they just they pelt at people, and the creature. You hear the sound. You hear the Enya music kicks in. It's like.
Doves flying behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a John Woo movie.
As you walk back nonchalantly back towards the entrance to the city, you hear the glass place like, what the fuck was? I have no idea. That's something supposed to be here. The rest of you, in the interim, eventually you do emerge from the front door, not unlike holding the smoking trap outside of the hotel, holding two metal boxes that are glowing and heating with smoke rising off of the cables and constraints. As Oltgar stands up, my God, you actually did it. That is incredible. My goodness.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, thank you so much for your diligence and...
You cheery son of a bitch.
Chetney Pakapi. He like immediately lifts up his left hand and looks at it, and you can see there's like a notable scar on the back and the front of the hand.
Why don't we step inside and talk a little business?
Steps inside, kind of looks around. Oh no.
You can mend. That'll mend right out. Don't worry about it. Just reach up and start doing little mending. Some scorch marks.
Oh,
It's fine.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, got it.
All right, here's the score. We left on some pretty rough grounds. I might have stabbed you in the hand. I don't know if you remember. But listen, I guess I'm sorry and stuff. But not really. I'm kind of sorry. You taught me a lot. Those hands are capable of making some incredible pieces of art, but I was really upset because you forgot that. You forgot that what we do is rare. It doesn't matter if people don't love it. Things come back into fashion. And sometimes you just have to be patient. And Drixlitch is a son of a bitch, Drixlitch. And I just want you to know that he is screwing you over. Now here's my suggestion. This isn't you. I know you love making toys, and I know you love filling children's heart with joy. I do too, but now you're in the shit. My suggestion would be to give him the shop. Sell everything to him. And then go somewhere else and start somewhere new. He's not going to be able to climb out of this, and he's only going to take you down with him. Or kill you to get there. You could go anywhere and people would love the toys that you make. You could have a shop 1/8 of the size and people would come from all over because they're things of beauty.
He slumps down onto a stool, kind of listening to this, pulls out his scarf, and kind of wipes his sweaty brow.
You got that laugh that everybody likes. You always like to tell kids whether they've been shitheads or they're okay.
He looks up at the wall of the shithead and okay list and goes, the parents really seem to resonate with this one.
Just keeps getting longer and longer.
I'm gonna ask you, though. You didn't know about this stuff, did you? Were you aware of the kids in Shady Creek?
And I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts as I ask him that.
Steel trap that is Oltgar's mind keeps your prying will at bay.
This is the first I have heard about it. I've had many years to look at the mistake that I made in wandering from the path of the true craftsman. I haven't been happy here in a long time. And honestly, neither of our employees.
Kind of puts his hand on the papers that you set down and goes,
Maybe it's time I let them know that their skills are better earned elsewhere. Maybe I pick up and find my own path.
I think that would be wise.
reaches out and like grabs your tiny hand and his massive dwarven mitts and goes, I am so sorry.
You fucked up.
I done messed up.
Yeah.
Don't. I haven't earned it. Maybe in time.
Fair.
I'll say about this time you return.
Baby's dead.
Okay. Well, you kind of pass papers again. Do you need me to take care of this? Or?
I think we can take care of some of this. Just make a deal with Drixlitch whenever he comes back. I will be keeping an eye on him. You have 2 days, and I want you out of this city.
And he goes and wanders off behind the clerk desk and pulls himself out a key and unlocks what looks to be this like hidden alcove underneath with like a lockbox chest where he goes ahead and opens it up and starts rummaging through and counting out coins before handing over. He's like, well,
400 platinum for the lot of you?
You have some left over, right?
Oh, this is the shop's money. Won't be my shop anytime soon, so put it to good use.
Do me a favor, go up to the gruff side livery at the top of the desk. Maybe get 7 or 8 goats and a used sleigh and just make sure you get your ass out of town. Maybe a 9th, but make sure it knows its way.
Get out.
Foggy out there.
Foggy as fuck.
You have to leave.
I don't know. Maybe it's time I didn't settle down and wandered and made toys for all the kids of Exandria.
Why don't you go north? Just go way north.
Why? What's north?
Oh, just a bunch of calm, unsettled land. I hear Isocross is beautiful this time of year.
Ooh, I do not like it there.
like runs his fingers through his big white beard and goes,
Cold. Solitary.
This is so important.
What do you call your friends?
Oh, we're the Bells Hells.
Well, Bell's Hells. Thank you for all you've done. I guess I have 2 days to gather my things.
He stands up and kind of leads you all outside.
Well, I wish you all well. And to all, a good day.
Well, guess we gotta go too.
Can you do me a favor? I think we're going to take these documents and we got plans for Drixlitch, but can you burn the desk that it was in?
As you all scoot your way down the auger trail. Your brief venture here at the heavily damaged D&O Toy Emporium. You begin to trek deeper within the mountain to your noonday gathering with the king and queen of the diarchy of Uthadern. We'll pick up there next week.